Welcome to the Depth Dive. Today, we're tackling something really critical for anyone in the RC hobby. We're doing a deep dive into how you safely get rid of those high-performance batteries. You know, LiPos, nickel cadmium, nickel metal hydride, even those lithium ones for transmitters.
Yeah, absolutely. And our aim here is really to give you the clear, safe path for retiring these batteries, because there's one rule that's, well, it's totally non-negotiable. You absolutely cannot put any rechargeable or lithium-based battery in your regular household trash.
Yeah.
Or the normal recycling bin either.
And the consequences are, they're huge, right? This isn't just a small oops. We're seeing that throwing these out the wrong way directly causes these, well, catastrophic fires at waste plants, recycling centers.
Exactly. Huge fires. Millions in damage.
And toxic stuff getting released, too.
That's right. Toxic contaminants in the air, potentially groundwater. It's a serious environmental issue.
Okay, so why? Why are they so dangerous in the trash?
Well, it really comes down to the lithium chemistry. Think about LiPo or life packs. If they get crushed, maybe in the garbage truck compactor, or caught in sorting machinery, any leftover energy inside can trigger this violent reaction. It's called thermal runaway, basically a fire that feeds itself.
Okay, fire, that's scary enough. But you also mentioned toxic gas. That sounds, well, even worse somehow.
It is a hidden danger, yeah. When thermal runaway happens, it can release hydrogen fluoride, HF gas.
HF.
Yeah, it's incredibly corrosive, poisonous stuff. It forms when the electrolyte inside the battery, it's usually a salt, lithium hexafluorophosphate, LiPF6, reacts with moisture, maybe moisture in the air or even the water used to fight the fire.
Wow. So the very stuff that makes the battery work becomes dangerous when it breaks open.
Precisely.
And we can't just lump all batteries together, can we? Like an AA battery isn't always just an AA battery.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
The difference between, say, a regular alkaline AA and one of those single-use lithium AAs is massive.
How?
Your standard alkaline, mostly safe these days, but those single-use lithium ones, the kind you might put in a high-drain device like a transmitter, they contain actual metallic lithium.
Metallic lithium. Oh, that's bad.
It reacts violently with water, so if it gets wet after being crushed open, it's an intense fire hazard right there. Yeah. Much more reactive than an alkaline.
Okay. And the older types, NiCads.
Right, nickel-cadmium batteries. The big issue there is cadmium. It's carcinogenic, a toxic heavy metal. If those end up in landfill, that cadmium can leach out. Big environmental problem.
So fire risk, poison gas risk, heavy metal risk.
Got it.
Got it. Let's talk solutions. What are the absolute must-do safety steps before we even think about where they go?
Okay, step one, universal rule for all these batteries we're discussing, insulate the terminals.
Always. Even if it seems dead.
Always. This isn't just good practice. It's actually required by transport regulations. Even a seemingly dead battery can have enough juice left to short circuit if the terminals touch metal or another battery.
So what do we use?
Non-conductive tape is best. Electrical tape, even clear backing tape works. Just cover the contacts. Or put each battery in its own clear plastic baggie. Simple motto. When in doubt, tape the terminals.
Okay, tape the terminals. But for the LiPos and life packs, the really high energy ones, that's not enough, is it? We need to deal with the energy inside.
Correct. Taping prevents external shorts, but the internal stored energy is the fire risk during disposal processing.
A lot of us put our batteries to storage voltage, like 3.8 volts per cell. Is that okay for disposal?
Absolutely not. Storage voltage is great for storing them, but it leaves way too much energy inside to be safe for disposal. It's still a significant fire hazard.
So what's the goal then?
The single most crucial step for preventing fires is discharging the pack completely, down to near 0 volts. You want to drain basically all the usable energy out of it.
Right, okay. How do we do that safely? What's the reliable way?
The best method is using a resistive load. Something simple, like a low wattage light bulb. An incandescent car taillight bulb or maybe a halogen bulb works well.
How do you hook it up?
Just connect it to the main power leads of the battery pack. The bulb will light up and slowly, safely burn off the energy as heat.
And where do you do this? Not on the kitchen table, I assume?
Definitely not. You need a fire-safe location. Outside on a concrete patio, maybe? Or even better, put the battery inside a metal bucket filled with sand while it discharges.
Okay. And you just leave it until the bulb goes out?
Exactly. Monitor it, make sure nothing gets too hot, but yeah, wait until the bulb is completely dark. That means the voltage is effectively 0.
Okay, that makes sense. But hang on, everyone online, you know, in the forums, they always say, just put it in salt water. You're saying that's wrong.
Yes, I know it's a common RC myth, but the saltwater bath is actually ineffective and frankly, dangerous.
How is it dangerous?
Salt water is very corrosive. What happens is it corrodes the tabs and wires before the battery is fully discharged. It breaks the electrical connections.
So the light goes out or the fizzing stops and you think it's dead.
But it's not. It's just disconnected internally. You're left with the partially charged, still hazardous battery, and now it's wet and corroded, making it even harder to discharge properly later. It's a really bad method.
Wow. Okay, that's a huge myth busted. So, avoid salt water. Discharge fully with a bulb in a safe spot. Tape the terminals. Then what? Where do they actually go?
Right, the final destination. This depends a lot on where you live, but it usually involves specific collection systems, often funded through something called Extended Producer Responsibility, or EPR.
EPR.
Yeah, it basically means the companies that make or sell the batteries help pay for their collection and recycling. So you need to find an official drop-off point.
How do you find those?
Good online resources exist. In North America, Call to Recycle is a major one. They have a website with a locator tool. Australia has B-Cycle. Other regions have similar programs.
Or local government resources?
Definitely. Check your local municipality's website for household hazardous waste HHW collection events or drop-off facilities. They're specifically set up to handle things like batteries containing cadmium or metallic lithium.
So this isn't just about getting rid of dangerous waste safely. It's actually about resource recovery, too.
That's the really important final thought, yeah. Recycling these isn't just waste management. It's resource conservation. When batteries end up in landfill, we lose critical materials forever. Lithium, cobalt, nickel, all that stuff has to be mined again, which is environmentally costly.
So by taking these steps, discharging safely, taping, finding the right drop-off,
You, the hobbyist, become a crucial part of a circular economy. You're ensuring those valuable materials can be recovered and reused, helping create more sustainable supply chains for the future. It's a small action with a pretty big impact.